Hey guys, what's up? This is Shubhadeep from eGadgets for you. Now in this video, out of the numerous requests from my YouTube channel, I'm preparing the difference and the comparison between the Samsung Galaxy A7 2016 model and the Samsung Galaxy A5 2016 model. Both the handsets are released in India very recently and has garnered a lot of interest. So let us just dig deep in all the aspects of both the devices and find out the differences or the better competitors, whatever suits which users. Starting with the physical overview, the Samsung Galaxy A5 2016 on the left hand side are present on my left hand and the Samsung Galaxy A7 2016 model present on my right hand. Both the devices have similar physical overview with the secondary nano SIM slot at the top with the noise cancellation speakers. Towards the front, both have the sensors, 5 megapixel shooter, earpiece, Samsung branding. The difference lies in the screen display. For the Samsung Galaxy A5 2016 model, it has a 5.2 inch of screen size, whereas for the A7 2016 model, it has a 5.5 inch of screen size. Both the devices towards the rear end has a home button and the back button and the multitasking button, both of which are LED black backlit. Towards the bottom half, we have the 3.5mm jack input, the USB connector point, the speaker grills and the microphone for both the handset. The volume rockers are present on the left hand side of both the handsets, which are nicely crafted and well built. The right hand side comprises of the power on and off button or the lock screen button and the tray to insert the first nano SIM and the micro SD card that supports up to 128 gigs. Towards the back of both the handset, we have the 13 megapixel shooter with LED flash and Samsung branding. Mind you, the A5, A7 are both available in white, black, blue and gold variations. Both the handset of the Samsung Galaxy A5 present on the right hand side of the screen and the Samsung Galaxy A7 2016 present on the left hand side of the screen sports a uni-metal body that is covered or protected by a Corning Gorilla Glass 4 on the front as well as at the back, as a result of which the screens and the backside is scratch proof. But then again, it's a finger magnet. It does get a lot of impression of your fingers in either of the handset, both on the front as well as at the back. The Samsung Galaxy A5 weighs around 155 grams, whereas the Samsung Galaxy A7 2016 weighs around 172 grams. Looking ahead, you find the auto brightness sensors are present in both the devices. In the toggle menu, you find the ultra data saving mode and the power saving mode, both of which are present in Samsung Galaxy A5 as well as the Samsung Galaxy A7 2016 model. Digging deep into the settings, you find that it both runs on the latest new TouchWiz UI of Samsung and both have the same interface even under settings. Each and everything are quite similar. There is no difference, no distinct whatsoever. Dig deep into the device info and you find the software info that this particular handset of both the 2016 model from Samsung runs on Android version of 5.1, which is Lollipop, straight out of the box. Obviously, both the handset will get the Marshmallow update very soon. Under storage, both the devices comes with a 16 gigs of internal memory and supports a micro SD card up to 128 gigs. Additionally, both supports USB OTG. So you get a lot of space, plenty of space to install your apps or play around with. Talking about apps, both the handset does not have a lot of bloatware, as is quite evident in the new TouchWiz UI from Samsung. But both does have the S Health install that takes great care of your health, obviously. Both have the Smart Manager, using which you can optimize your handset to the best possible level by hitting the clean on button. We do have the FM radio present in both the handset that comes in handy for the FM lovers as well. Both comes pre-installed with Opera Max, USB backup and the MX player. So those are good combinations. You do not find a lot of bloatwares. The basic important apps like the Google drawers and the Microsoft drawers are present in both the handsets. So that is a great deal, a great experience of using in both the devices. Both the Samsung Galaxy A5 on the right hand side of the screen and the Samsung Galaxy A7 on the left hand side of the screen sports a Super AMOLED capacitive touch screen with 16 of color. Both supports a resolution of 1080 into 1920 pixels. Both have Corning Gorilla Glass 4 protection at the front. And mind you, the only difference lies in 424 ppi in the Samsung Galaxy A5 2016 and 401 ppi in Samsung Galaxy S7 2016. Another difference lies in the screen size. The A5 2016 sports a 5.2 inch of screen, whereas the Samsung Galaxy A7 2016 sports a 5.5 inch of screen. Display is marvelous in both the handsets. It's just superior. The brightness, contrast, saturation levels are just perfect, minutely crafted. It's so vibrant, and obviously the viewing angles are superb. There is no complaint whatsoever from display perspective in both the handsets. Let's talk about specs. In the Antutu benchmark test, there is a hell lot of difference in the Samsung Galaxy A5 2016 and the Samsung Galaxy A7 2016. As you can see, the scores reached at 21,327, whereas for A7 2016 it's 35,743. So it's a great difference. If we dig deep into the device info, now we find that both the handset runs on Exynos 7580 octa chipset. Both have two quad cores that runs on Cortex A53 and has a clock speed of 1.2 GHz and 1.5 GHz respectively. Additionally, both has a octa-core processor that runs on a Cortex A53 and has a clock speed of 1.6 GHz. In the Galaxy A5 2016 and the Galaxy A7 2016, it has a GPU of Mali T720. The only difference lies in the fact that the A5 model comes with a 2 gigs of RAM and the A7 model comes with a 3 gigs of RAM. Maybe the RAM is a deciding factor in the Antutu benchmark test. The functionalities, implementations are a lot similar. If you dig deep, you will find that multitasking is a great delight in this particular handset as well. There is no lag whatsoever. From a performance point of view, if I at first go ahead and play Asphalt 8 in Samsung Galaxy A5 2016 model, you find no lag whatsoever. You will find that the display angles, viewing angles and the saturation levels, each and everything are so vibrant and distinct in this particular device as well. Lagging is simply out of the questions. No heating issues whatsoever is evident in this particular device. Now, as you can see that the performance is a great deal in the Samsung Galaxy A5 2016 model. Moving ahead, if I just go ahead and play the same game of Asphalt 8 in Samsung Galaxy A7 2016 model, you will find exactly similar experience. It's very difficult to tell that what are the difference from a gaming perspective even for high-end games like Asphalt 8 in either of the devices. Maybe a 5.5 inch of screen fare better than a 5.2 inch of screen for gaming perspective, but then also heating issues is not at all there in the Samsung Galaxy A7 2016 model also. So that way or the other, both the devices performs equally great for multitasking, gaming, browsing the net and whatever tasks you throw at them. Both the Samsung Galaxy A5 2016 model and the Samsung Galaxy A7 2016 model has the battery seal at the back. The A5 sports a 2900 mAh battery, whereas the S7 sports a 3300 mAh battery. Both are equally great on very high usage with gaming, browsing the net, Wi-Fi, 3G, browsing, multitasking. The A5 lasted close to 1.5 working day, and similar experience was there for the S7 2016 model as well. It's very hard to differentiate between the two. Battery backup is equally great in either of the devices. Let's talk about the most important aspect, that is the camera. Both the A5 and A7 2016 variations sports a 13 megapixel shooter at the back and a 5 megapixel shooter at the front. Both has a focal length of f by 1.9. Both shoots video at 1080p at 30 frames per second. Digging deep into the settings of both the devices, you find exactly similar customizations and options present over here. Similar for the FX, the timers, the flash and the aspect ratios are exactly similar in the A5 2016 and the A7 2016 model. The appearance of the mode is also similar with the auto, the pro, the panorama, continuous shot, HDR, HDR, night mode and ability to download all the other modes. There is no difference whatsoever in either of the devices from a camera perspective. Let me just guide you through some of the pictures that I have taken using both the devices in similar exact conditions. Now over here, as you can see that it was extremely dark, no source of light was there. The flash worked a great deal in taking the snap. Either way, my vote is not at all inclined to any one particular device. Both performs great. Even in broad daylight, you see that pictures came out perfect. It's so fantastic in both the handsets that the object is so primarily detected. For artificial lighting, in indoor conditions, again you find no changes whatsoever. It just gets your job done and get it done wonderfully great. Even for the color saturation, the contrast levels can easily be depicted in this particular picture also. No difference whatsoever till now. Use of autofocus is a great delight in the camera department of this particular device. As you can see, in either of the devices, the focal region is highlighted to a great deal and it has defocused the back, as you can see very clearly. So it's a great deal from a camera perspective. Front camera is also a delight. The 5 megapixel shooter does wonder for both the handsets. It shoots great selfie end of the day. So that way, using the camera is a great experience in either of the device. Now my verdict for the Samsung Galaxy A7 at the top end of the screen and the Samsung Galaxy A5 on the lower end of the screen is that it sports similar display, it sports similar camera, performance is equally great in both the handsets. The price of A5 2016 is 29,000 INR, whereas it's 34,000 INR for the A7 2016. Both are heavily priced, but both have some of the greatest features. Multitasking is a great delight, playing games is absolute fun, and obviously taking pictures, pure peace of mind. So that for the other, both the devices are a great hit for the users. It will get your job done and it will get that bit of extra juice and that bit of extra thing to be done from the Android handsets that are available nowadays. So my vote is an inclination towards A7 only because it sports a bigger screen, but then again the A5 is also a great deal. Do let me know your views and your opinions in the comment section below. Hope this video helps. Stay subscribed to my channel to catch more interesting updates from me. That's it guys, bye for now.